Hello, this is Casey from Casey Grandpa Tech with another exciting Disney news. Like many of you know, a lot has been happening with Disney this week. It's November 3rd, and we also have news, of course, that Sean Connery died. So let me open our show with a famous line from the movie.
James Bond.
What most people don't know, of course, is that Sean Connery's association with Disney. In 1996, he was filming The Rock with the director Michael Bay. He was starring as a anti-terrorist force that was to break into Alcatraz to prevent a nerve gas being released. But the film went over budget and started going, and it was 2 days over, and Disney's executives came in to kind of scold Michael Bay about the production. But Michael Bay told him that Sean was going to come in and just wanted him to say a few words. Now, of course, in Sean Connery's style, which we looked at in James Bond, he just walked in. He goes, "The boy is going to doing a good job. Give him the money, okay? So stop him, and walked out of the room. In which case, they increased the budget, and the film was finished, and it had a total cost of $75 million and earned $335 million at the box office. But of course, in classic Sean Connery style, he did this. Now, most of you, do you know? Can you guess? And if you can, put it in the comments. Did you know which movie did Sean Connery's last movie? And it was in 2003. Anyway, when I go on to Disney news, so unfortunately, this pandemic is starting to heat up, and California still will not let Disneyland in California open. And of course, we're looking maybe in March, maybe April next year. In the meantime, what they're doing is putting up plastic partitions to prepare so that when the park is open, they'll have the proper social distancing that California requires. In addition to that, yes, you've probably heard what's going on in Europe. I'll talk to you right now about that. And that, of course, what we're talking about is Disneyland in Paris. As you know, the pandemic has broken out again in Europe. England has completely shut down, and so has Paris. And also the problem that they had where a Muslim killed a teacher because of curriculum that was being taught and carried her head around the streets of Paris. That combined with the outbreak of the pandemic has caused the French to order the closure of Disneyland until late spring, possibly early summer. At this time, they're not sure when they're going to reopen. But that has led to even more problems. And that is that, of course, we know about what's been happening with layoffs. Unfortunately, as we know, the Disney was laying off 28,000 people total, and this week they're gonna 14,000 people in Disney World alone are gonna lose their jobs. But worse than that, the entertainers are going to be losing their jobs also. Now, we had heard about the Aloha losing their jobs and the orchestra being closed down. But now, apparently, Disney is going to start letting go the entertainers. You know, the ones that you see like at the Lion King and things like that. Because unfortunately, due to the drop of attendance and the costs, they have to let them go. Now, you and I know that's going to mean a lot coming back to Disney, because you just can't take people off the street and just start again once the pandemic ends. It's going to be a long time before all of this comes back. And so, we've lost Disneyland in California. You've lost Disneyland in Paris. But at the same time, good news. Disneyland has completed, Disney World, I'm sorry, has completed the Christmas decorations. Uh, and that's a great thing. So those of you who are still going to be going to Disney World for the Christmas season, you're going to get your eyes tingled with that, but you will not have a lot of the shows that did go along with the Christmas season, and that's regrettable. And that's regrettable. But Disney is tracking along, attempting to hold on until the pandemic is over. Um, I know, like I said to you in one of the last broadcasts, my daughter and us were down there, and unfortunately, with the limited staff and the social distancing, the line wait was absolutely out craziness because of the 6 foot apart. The lines were every which way. It was not a pleasurable experience, and including the food. Um, a lot of the magic, unfortunately, in my opinion, was lost because of the pandemic, not because of Disney. I have to say, no matter what Disney has tried to do, is maintain a that Disney spirit throughout that. Anyway, this has been Disney News and a tribute to a little bit to Sean Connery. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Um, and if you like any of this information, share it. I'll be back with more Disney news from week to week, depending upon what's going on. And until then, this is Casey from Casey Grandpa Tech Out.